What if everything you thought about the cost of living was wrong? Imagine renting a home by the beach, eating out every day and traveling freely, while spending less than what you pay for groceries back home. Sounds impossible? In this video, I'll reveal the 10 countries where life is shockingly cheap in 2025. And the number one country will leave you questioning why you haven't moved already. So let's begin this journey. 10. Mexico. Our countdown starts in Mexico, a country often celebrated for its beaches, cuisine, and vibrant culture. For many people, Mexico sounds like a tourist destination where you go for a vacation, spend a lot of money, and then come back home. But the reality is completely different. Living in Mexico is far cheaper than most people think. Imagine renting a spacious apartment in a colonial town like Mérida or Oaxaca for under $500 a month. Local markets overflow with fresh fruits, vegetables, and traditional dishes, often costing less than what you'd spend on a single meal in the United States or Europe. Even in popular coastal towns like Puerto Vallarta, daily living expenses are still surprisingly affordable. But it's not just about saving money. Mexico's warmth comes from its people. Life feels slower, more human, more connected. You'll notice it in the way neighbors greet you, or how street vendors remember your face. When affordability meets community, you realize Mexico isn't just cheap, it's deeply livable. Vietnam, at number 9. We fly across the Pacific to Vietnam, a country that surprises almost everyone who visits. Vietnam is not just affordable, it's unbelievably so. A bowl of steaming hot pho costs less than $2, and renting a comfortable apartment in cities like Hanoi or Da Nang can be as low as $300 a month. But here's where Vietnam truly captivates: the balance between modern convenience and ancient tradition. You can sip coffee in a trendy cafe while overlooking French colonial architecture, then walk a few steps into a bustling street market where the past feels alive. Transportation is cheap, healthcare is accessible, and the expat community is growing fast. Yet affordability is only part of Vietnam's charm. It's the energy of the motorbikes rushing through the streets, the breathtaking rice terraces in Sapa, and the kindness of locals who invite you into their homes that make you realize living well doesn't have to be expensive. Portugal. When most people think of Europe, they imagine high prices. Paris, London, Rome, these cities can drain your wallet in days. But Portugal breaks the pattern. At number 8, Portugal offers the dream of European living at a fraction of the cost. Lisbon may be pricier, but towns like Porto, Braga, or even the Algarve region allow you to live comfortably on far less than what you'd spend in Western Europe. You can rent a charming apartment for under $800, dine on seafood meals for $10, and enjoy the luxury of excellent public transport. But what makes Portugal truly special isn't just the affordability, it's the lifestyle. Imagine evenings spent listening to fado music in a candlelit tavern, mornings wandering cobbled streets, or weekends on golden beaches. Portugal proves you don't have to be wealthy to enjoy the richness of European culture. Indonesia. Next, we move to Southeast Asia again, where Indonesia takes our 7th spot. Most people know Indonesia for Bali, and yes, Bali can be affordable. But what many don't realize is that across Indonesia, from Yogyakarta to Lombok, the cost of living is astonishingly low. You can live in a private villa with a pool in Bali for less than $700 a month. Street food like nasi goreng costs under $2. Transportation by scooter is both cheap and fun, giving you the freedom to explore endless beaches, volcanoes, and temples. But there's something even deeper here. Indonesia has a spiritual rhythm that you feel as soon as you arrive. Daily life is slower, communities are tight-knit, and there's always a festival or ceremony to join. It's not just about saving money. It's about living in a place where the richness of culture outweighs the weight of your expenses. Greece, number 6, may surprise you. Greece, the land of ancient ruins, sparkling islands, and Mediterranean cuisine might sound like a luxury destination, but living here can actually be affordable, especially outside of Athens and Santorini. In smaller cities like Thessaloniki or villages on less touristy islands, you can find housing for under $500 a month. Fresh produce, olive oil, and seafood cost far less than in Northern Europe. Even eating at tavernas, where meals come with wine and laughter, rarely breaks the bank. But beyond the low cost, Greece offers something priceless: history at your doorstep. Imagine stepping outside your apartment and walking past ruins older than entire nations, or spending weekends on quiet beaches where time feels suspended. Greece proves that sometimes the most beautiful lifestyles come at the lowest cost. Colombia. At number 5, we land in Colombia, a country that has completely reinvented its global image. Once associated with danger, Colombia is now known for its hospitality, natural beauty, and shockingly affordable lifestyle. Cities like Medellin, with its eternal spring climate, allow expats to live comfortably for around $1,000 a month, including rent, food, and transport. Street vendors sell fresh fruit juices for less than $1, and healthcare costs are a fraction of what they are in the U.S. But affordability alone doesn't capture Colombia's essence. It's the friendliness of its people, the vibrancy of salsa dancing in Cali, the aroma of coffee plantations, and the magic of Cartagena's old city. In Colombia, life is not just cheaper, it's richer, warmer, more alive. Turkey. Turkey takes the 4th spot, standing as a bridge between East and West. This country has long fascinated travelers with its blend of cultures, and today it offers something equally compelling: affordability. In cities like Izmir or Antalya, you can rent a furnished apartment for less than $400. Street food like kebabs and simit cost mere coins, and even in Istanbul, one of the world's most vibrant cities, daily life is still far cheaper than in Western Europe. But Turkey's true gift lies in its contrasts. One day you can sip tea in a quiet village overlooking olive groves. The next you're wandering through the grand bazaars of Istanbul. It's a place where history and modern life meet seamlessly, and where affordability lets you live both worlds fully. Thailand. Our journey now takes us to Thailand. Number 3 on our list, and for good reason. Thailand has long been a favorite for travelers, but what many don't realize is just how affordable long-term living can be. In Chiang Mai, you can rent a modern apartment for under $400. Street food is legendary: pad thai or mango sticky rice for just a couple of dollars. Transportation is cheap, healthcare is surprisingly advanced, and the expat community is thriving. But Thailand is more than its low cost. Its sunrise over ancient temples, long-tail boats drifting through turquoise waters, and the famous Thai smile that makes you feel instantly at home. Thailand proves that you don't have to spend much to live a life full of beauty and adventure. Bulgaria, number 2, brings us back to Europe, specifically Bulgaria. Often overlooked, Bulgaria is one of the cheapest countries to live in, not just in Europe, but the entire world. In Sofia or Plovdiv, rents can be under $300 a month. Public transport costs less than $1, and dining out rarely exceeds $10. For those dreaming of Europe but fearing the high costs, Bulgaria is the hidden answer. But Bulgaria isn't only cheap, it's stunning. Snow-capped mountains for skiing, golden beaches on the Black Sea, medieval towns frozen in time. Here, affordability and beauty exist side by side. Bulgaria is living proof that Europe doesn't have to be expensive to feel like a dream. India. And now, number 1. The country where life is cheaper than you think, more than anywhere else. India. India is a land of extremes, of contrasts so vivid they're almost overwhelming. But one thing that remains consistent is how affordable life can be. In smaller cities or towns, you can live comfortably on as little as $300 a month. Even in major cities like Bangalore or Delhi, costs remain far below global averages. Food is not only inexpensive but endlessly diverse. Meals rich in spices, flavors, and traditions, often costing less than $2. Transportation is cheap, accommodation is widely available, and the sheer variety of lifestyles, urban, rural, spiritual, modern, means India offers something for everyone. But India is more than affordability. It's a country of color, festivals, music, and spirituality. It's walking through bustling bazaars, hearing temple bells in the morning, watching the Ganges flow endlessly. Life in India is not just cheap, it's endlessly rich. So there you have it, the 10 countries where life is cheaper than you think. From the vibrant streets of Mexico to the spiritual heart of India, from the beaches of Indonesia to the mountains of Bulgaria, the world is full of places where the dream of living abroad doesn't have to drain your bank account. The truth is, affordability opens doors not only to new homes, but to new ways of living, new friendships, and new adventures. Sometimes the richest life is not the most expensive one. It's the one filled with connection, culture, and discovery. If this journey inspired you, don't stop here. There are countless countries waiting to be explored and countless ways to live differently. Which one of these countries surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below.